What is up, everybody? Welcome back to yet again a beautiful day of checking these buttons here on Button Check, the best show in the FGC. What? That wasn't a joke.
Couldn't look away from the train wreck. You can blame it on the tech or the disrespect before you play back. Button check. Button check.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. Hope you enjoyed your weekend. It is Monday. We got a whole week of checking these buttons, and I'm excited, man. This one I've been holding on to for a while. We got an amazing interview with one of the main guys over at Event HUBS. You know, Event HUBS has been through a lot, man. They've grown and grown over the year. They've definitely been a staple within the FGC communities. A lot of people feel different ways. We got all the answers. We about to get it. Of course, we got the hot clips and all that good stuff, but before we get into that, you may notice a link in the description field. We're starting a donation for the FGC Nigeria. They're trying to throw a tournament in about a month. I believe it's November 1st. So we're trying to raise $500 for them. They have a GoFundMe. So if you can donate anything, literally $1, $5, anything, everything counts. They're trying to just raise something for the community because they're not able to do that much right now. Hang with me, man. I'm going to keep sharing this information throughout the month as well. Hopefully we can get to 500. So thank you guys for all the love. We're about to get it started. We got them hot clips. Ladies and gents, let's go.
Has to be a lot closer now. Activates on block here, and you just see Son Goku just trying to, get away here. Has to watch out for this demon. Catches up to the parry. It's still invincible. He parried the fireball.
Wait, what?
Oh my god.
What just happened? No, why Pika? No!
Oh my god, I can just feel Esam's pain.
Dude, they're broken.
So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this pool play, but don't go anywhere because the action will continue in just a few moments. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Maybe not. Okay.
Time to return to harmony. Jurassic Wing!
Ladies and gentlemen, as promised, we are back with another wonderful interview. This is a special treat right here. Now, we are always transparent on this channel. For one, we always promote like it's okay to disagree. Matter of fact, if you disagree, let me know because I love having a conversation like adults. That's one thing we always promote. Another thing is we're always transparent. Now, most of the interviews, I would say like 99% of the interviews I've done so far is the first time I'm actually meeting these individuals. Not in this case. This is Mr. Velociraptor, aka John Guerrero. I know this man, I consider him a friend, have a little bit of history, love this man. So welcome, Mr. John, to the Guerrero. How you doing today, sir?
Thank you. I'm doing all right. Thank you for having me. I'm just I'm going through my morning routine, and I just recently got back from the gym. And I know you're 2 hours ahead of me, but man, you're coming in with this energy, which you always have for your shows. But I'm saying like, man, I gotta match that, and I don't feel like matching that right now. Like, how do I go about keeping this interesting? I gotta sit forward in my chair. No, I'm doing just fine.
It's fine. I'll carry the show. Don't worry about it, John.
Appreciate that. I'm just gonna be sitting here.
You look slimmer too, man. Is that your new regimen? Heading up the gym?
Thank you for that, but no, I've actually in recent times hit the COVID-15. We only recently opened up back here, and I can tell you, I found this about myself. I do not have the motivation to work out if I don't have like that structure.
A little bit real quick about John's background. I first noticed him back in the Street Fighter 4 days. He was a character specialist. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but you were the best Elena in the world. I'm playing. You were the best Goken. You were the best Goken. Consider
bitch.
I mean, in the world, as far as I know, like I remember.
Okay. I don't know. Like you can't give yourself a title. And there were other Gokens. There were like 3 or 4 other Gokens.
Okay.
Like Proud Strawberry and Bullcat, but those guys really only played online, as far as I understood it.
Yeah.
And at one point, I made it to #1 online. I think it was in like AE or something. I don't know. But so it's like, okay. And then Infiltration played him as one of his 300 secondaries, and so there's an argument there that he's probably was. I mean, I don't know if he was better with me than him, but I mean, I was up there as usually where it lands around is like I was having fun. I found my groove. Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, you were just. I remember watching you. I was like, holy shit, this dude is sick, and that's how I first learned about you. I can't remember exactly the first time we talked, but I remember starting to make comedy FGC videos around 2016. They were getting featured on Event Hubs.
That's how I remember first hearing about you was through your comedy videos. And I was like, oh, sweet, this is a little something different. We don't have a ton of this kind of stuff, to post on the front page, and try to keep it fairly varied and whatnot. So you were kind of like a nice new approach to things that, I mean, there's a handful, and there are even more now. But yeah, that's the first I remember hearing about you as well.
Yeah, I remember just like somebody called me from Miami and they were like, yo, you're on Event Hubs. And I was like, what are you talking about? They were sending me the links, and it was like crazy that I made another video and that went on Event Hubs. It almost seemed like every other video at the time I was making was going on Event Hubs, and it was blowing my mind. And I was like, holy shit, this is amazing. And that was like my introduction.
Okay, so we work in shifts, right, at Event Hubs. So like I'll be on for an 8-hour block, and sometimes I'm like working behind the scenes and stuff, but sometimes it's just directly with the front page. And especially back then, I was more just like running the front page during my shifts, and that was my main thing. And so you come to find like these channels and these literal YouTube channels, but sometimes different avenues where you find or are likely to find stories that work, right, and that people enjoy hearing about and whatnot. And you were one of those for me for a little while there, and that's probably why you were seeing yourself pop up so much, because like, okay, I need something else, to fill in the spot for the day. Where's the next Ernesto video?
Yeah, that's it. It blessed me like beyond measure, man, what you guys did. And because of that, I can't remember if I reached out to you or what happened, but we started talking, and then you instantly, for those of you that don't know, gave me so many ideas for actually comedy sketch videos. We even filmed one when he came to town for Absolute Battle one year. So he's kind of been behind the scenes, still is actually giving us ideas and whatnot. Just really good friend of the show. And it's been what, like we just said, a couple years since I last seen you. So that's part of the reason why I wanted to catch people up to speed, just to know how we know each other, because I just felt so much love from Event Hubs, to where we are now. And I know you're still with Event Hubs, on the grind. Next question. Oh, as far as that, let the people know, what is your position right now at Event Hubs?
When we last went through official titles, I am an assistant editor. But, I'm part of the leadership team on the crew. We still have a fairly small, tight-knit group, at Event Hubs. So it's not like there's, we got like 50 people down here in this division and 30 in that division and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm with the leadership guys. I'm in most of the important conversations. Not all of them, but most of them. That's kind of how we gauge how high up on the totem pole we are.
Basically, being an editor, being a journalist, telling the stories. Do you view the FGC different now that you're a quote-unquote content creator?
Yeah, my relationship with the FGC has changed, and to be able to articulate it or to put words to it is an immediate challenge as I sit here and think about it, because I'm not exactly sure all the significant ways that it has changed. But I can tell you that, yeah, you're right. I guess we start at the beginning and just see where we go.
Yeah.
My relationship with the competitive side of things really changed. And so I'm simultaneously, like there's for a while I was traveling and playing, and then I got this job with Event Hubs, and then I was traveling, playing, and doing Event Hubs. But I got to say, like I would be working shifts at the hotels while I was at events, and and then like taking a break to go run pools. Yeah. I did that in Texas when you had me out, which was freaking great, by the way, man. That's a story I like to tell my my friends and family. Just like, hey, one of the examples of how you have family anywhere you go once you get into the FGC, which is really cool. But anyways, so yeah, I'd be playing and working and like.
And then I came into the FGC with this delusion that we're all gonna be friends. Everybody likes each other, right? Because we all play video games. And yeah, we're gonna talk our shit, but we're all gonna be friends because we're adults. No. So being a content creator myself and expanding over the few years and watching Event Hubs get into different things and grow as well, and you know, being featured on your channel, I know how I deal with it as far as like criticism and all that stuff. Is there a certain way, like, do you guys ever have meetings and you're like, do you see what they said about us? Or is it just an individual thing where you're just like, and then you just keep plugging away? Is there a certain method?
I found the most efficient way of dealing with negativity that comes out of the internet is to just internalize it all and never bring it up. No, I'm kidding. Like you can't, right? And that becomes a skill. Dealing with that becomes a skill. To whatever capacity you are, you know, forward facing on the internet and putting your face and your name and your opinion and yourself out there, you're definitely going to get ripped up and you know, people know what online is like, right? But as far as dealing with it, yeah, we're all aware that you know, you can say those words. People are going to be crappy. Don't read the comments. And like, I have a weird relationship with the comments because you want to read them in case someone catches some kind of a factual error that you do need to correct and whatnot. Right. But at the end of the day, everyone's also telling you to, like, you know, kill yourself twice and stuff like that. And it's just like, it's a super toxic BS that they're throwing your way all the time. And even if you know here that kind of stuff isn't valid, it can still get in here. And especially if you don't deal with it, talk with it. So yeah, we have meetings. We have meetings throughout the week, and it'll come up with some regularity of, especially when someone puts themselves out there with a piece, you know, where they're really giving their opinion or something like that, or if there's just a particularly ripped up piece or whatever it is. We talk to each other, we remind each other, you know, what's real and what's not, what's important and what's not. And hey, if you screw up, sometimes, you know, we'll rib each other a little bit, say, hey, you screwed up, but, you know, I still love you. And it's more of just creating that atmosphere, reminding of what's important, reminding of like the permanence of you know, the kind of relationships you have here versus the fickleness and the fleeting whatever it is that social media and online tends to be. And you keep saying, but you definitely have talks with your friends, you definitely and your coworkers and such, and you have to filter out the BS.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. You have, like, to me, I was used to it, but I guess I wasn't used to it as much as I thought. Like, the bigger the channel grew, the more I had to deal with it. And the more, I was just talking to Dr. African last night about it, because he was going through something similar. And I was like, it just never ceases to amaze me, the things that, or the comments that you could read that'll just like, literally just don't make sense, or like a lot of people will just make stuff up, literally just make stuff up. And I have like two completely different relationships between YouTube and Twitter. Like YouTube, I feel like I'm at home, you know, and don't get me wrong, every now and then people disagree, I get it. Like I said in this video, I'm like, I promote that, like, let's have a conversation. That's what I love to have. But when you go on Twitter, 9 times out of 10, you're not having a conversation, you're just having one train of thought. And everybody that follows that person that will agree with that person without knowing any of the true facts. And it just seems like it's a fucking war, you know, like it's so. I look to Twitter for a lot of topics. But that's it. So thank you guys for your hard work, for everything that you guys do. Thank you for taking the time, because you definitely didn't have to do it today. I know we were scrambling, like, could you do it this time? Could you do it that time? And we finally got it, man. So thank you for blessing us here on Button Check today with the views. I'll put your links and your stinks and all the good stuff down below so people can definitely check that out. Congratulations once again on the engagement. Definitely live stream that wedding, and we'll have a chat right here in the side, and we'll do like donations, and they'll probably rip it to shreds, but it'll be cool, man. But
oh my gosh, I'm just trying to picture of like all the stress of all the little details, and admittedly I don't care about most of those, but there's another person that's involved in the wedding that cares a lot about everything, and I can only imagine the scrutiny of having a live stream and a stream chat constantly analyzing every aspect of a wedding, and then reading that and caring about what the people have to say, and just losing your mind. I will not be bringing that idea up to Brittany.
I think that would be hilarious if somebody actually tried it, but oh my God.
Thank you for the kind words, man.
No problem, man. We love you, man. So anyway, once again, ladies and gentlemen, definitely check this man out. And of course, Event Hubs as always. So thank you guys. See you guys soon. Peace.
blah, blah, blah. Subscribe!
Beautiful adjustments from Velociraptor. He just, he played patient and let that win come to him. Oh, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. They're gonna. Oh.
Yeah, but
maybe next time. Maybe next time.